invites our blood, a future techie flood. Getting till the break of dawn, generations, digital spawn. We rise, we fall, we respawn. In this world we belong. Analog days have died, in the matrix we reside. Bits and bytes our blood, a future techie flood. Getting till the break of dawn, generations, digital spawn. We rise, we fall, we respawn. In this world we belong. Virtual highs, virtual lows, chasing dreams through the code. Buttons pressed, reality flees. In this world we belong. Virtual highs, virtual lows, chasing dreams through the code. Buttons pressed, reality flees, lost in nostalgic fantasies. La-la-la-da-da, da-da-da-da-da, la-la-la-da-da-da-da. In this world we belong.
All right, welcome back. Another beautiful day. We should be joined by Eric very shortly. All right, Friday Fortnite, Wheel of Death. So, I think we're gonna do top 25. So, all right, so how this works, every follow, sub, or donation gets a spin of the wheel, and then we'll spin the wheel anytime I die before the final 25. All right, we open. Okay. Okay. Oh, shizzle. Okay, I can't open no more. What up?
Say that again?
I said, what up? Can you hear me?
Now I can.
Okay.
First time it sounded like you were 3 rooms away. Luke's supposed to be loading.
Sure. Oh, what'd you have for dinner?
Texas Roadhouse.
Hey. I made chicken stir fry.
I finally got paid from what's his name that owed me money for 4 months. So
Yeah, that's good.
when I finally went and got the check Tuesday on Christmas Eve, and the money still hadn't cleared on his end. Then Thursday, I woke up and his helper messaged me and said that he had just got off the phone with the bank and that the funds had cleared. So I immediately went to the bank and deposited that motherfucker before he could fuck around any longer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I cooked dinner at about 5 o'clock and sat down in the recliner, crashed out, woke up a little while after that, went back to my room and laid down, and I woke up, it was like midnight. And then I'm glad I got up because I kind of wanted a snack or something, but I held off. Got up, got a glass of water, took my nighttime supplement stuff, and then I seen a post from a guy I know. He's battled alcoholism as long as I've known him.
Mm-hmm.
And like he was ready to throw in the towel. So I stayed up talking to him until like 4 o'clock in the morning. But
Right.
he's still breathing. So, you know, I can gladly spend a sleepless night to make sure somebody else wakes up the next day.
Absolutely.
And I hope, even if I don't know somebody well, I hope anybody feels comfortable coming to me or reaching out to me with that, if they feel
Anybody
that
should.
way.
I wish anybody would have that. Like, if you ever have that thought cross your fucking mind, I would absolutely rather spend, like you said, all evening or all night, all morning, talking, playing the game with you, whatever I got to do, get your mind off the shit to make
Right.
sure that you don't make a rash decision off of a bad day or a bad week.
Right. You know, he's experiencing what he considers to be rock bottom right now. And, you know, I didn't tell him this because it didn't cross my mind at the time, and it's kind of a cliche statement, but rock bottom is a solid foundation to build on.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
You know,
That's where I started.
you know, he's going through a lot of really harsh stuff, like arguably worse than what's going on with me. So, and this I approach differently in the way that I'm approaching these situations differently, because the first thing I asked him is like, do you need somebody to listen or do you need somebody to give you advice? So, because if I clarify that right up front, then that stops me from giving unwanted advice to people that just need to vent.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm hoping that he feels better today. He seemed like he was feeling better by the end of our conversation, and he's got several motorcycles, so he offered to like let me borrow one of his to cruise together whenever the weather permits. So like whatever I gotta do, and I gave him the link to the jobs board, so you know he can start, you know, doing the job search thing. So,
Right.
but, all right, get this first win.
Absolutely.
My winter lodge is glitched out. Like, it still says I can open one present, but it stopped letting me open them.
It should be the present that I have right here, that the skin I'm wearing. That's the last present in the shop.
Yeah, it stopped letting me open them, and like it says day 8 and one present. Open one present, but then it, like, when I go to it, it's grayed out. I can only shake it.
Yeah, it's definitely this one too.
What is ballistic availability?
Oh, ballistic's fun. It's like, do you know like CS:GO?
I've not watched it, but I kind of know what it is.
It's a first-person mode in this where it's like ranked,
Yeah.
and you play, you know, one life, one death, and you have an objective you got to go do. It's pretty fun.
Gotcha.
Pretty fun for, like, you know, if you're just trying to kill an hour our time or something.
Rich people buy time, poor people buy stuff, ambitious people buy skills, lazy people buy distraction.
And tired people find the coffee pot.
I'm skipping coffee today.
Not tie.
No, I had the shakes last night, like, and even into this morning. I drank on the way. Okay, so this is how susceptible my system is to anything chemical. Okay, I've gone without heavy doses of caffeine for a while. Just you know, some mornings I do my morning cup of coffee, and that's it, like 1 cup with honey in it. The day that we went to, or on the way to Amanda's family Christmas, I drank one of those sugar-free, like, flavored water caffeine drinks. I can't remember what the thing's called. But it gave me plenty of energy, you know. But it didn't really even kick in until I got home. And then it was like, couldn't sit down. There was no caffeine crash. It was just constant. And like,
Waiting on you, Blake.
I thought I already readied up. But yesterday, it finally caught up to me where I had the shakes from not having caffeine.
Right.
So I'm skipping caffeine for today and probably tomorrow. Vitamin B complex gel caps are amazing though. Like, the vitamin B allows your what I'll call like nervous system nutrients to make it to the extremities. So niacin, whatever supplements you're taking, if they affect the nervous system, it'll carry them all the way to the tips of your fingers and toes. You know, problem is if you take too much vitamin B, it'll make you itch.
Right.
So I'm skipping it today, and if I crash out tomorrow and can't recover my energy, then I'll take the vitamin B.
See how my stocks are doing today, Blake. I made a whole 4 cents yesterday.
What'd you buy and how much?
I've lost 70 cents today.
No, what did you buy and how much?
I just bought a few dollars of a couple different things. I bought $1 of Microsoft, $1 of Apple, $5 of Tesla, $6 of Amazon. And if you can't beat them, join them. I bought $10 of DraftKings stock.
Well, yeah.
And DraftKings is my only one that's doing good.
Well, yeah. So what I would do in your situation, if you're down 20% today.
I'm gonna buy more.
Yeah, absolutely. Buy the dip. Don't trip by the dip. Also, look into EFTs. If you don't know what they are, they're electronic trade funds where you're basically investing in somebody else's trade portfolio instead of putting your money in each individual tech stock.
Right.
An EFT allows you to put one ball of money into multiple stocks at a time. So if one is low and the others are high, they're going to make up for the one that's low. But EFTs EFTs have about a 7%, you know, locked in. I'm not gonna say guaranteed, but a consistent 7% return rate. So that's
Well, we gonna try out this little method with some stocks, like you said, and what I'm doing is I'm splitting my gambling money in half and adding some to stocks and some to that. I'm gonna see which one I profit more off of at the end of the month.
Right. So anytime something's up, anytime so if anything goes up more than 30%, take your profit that you've profited on that 30% and then drop that into another stock.
Yeah.
So whatever's up today, if it's up more than 20%, just skim that off the top and drop it into one that's low.
Yeah.
And if you do that, if you do that all day every day, if you do that all day every day for a year, then you'll probably make a 25-30% return.
In a year?
Over the course of a year, you'll make a 30% return if you play it right. Like, you gotta be smart about it. But you also have to watch tech news, and because I don't play other stocks, I just do tech. So, but you got to be willing to put in the time to watch the news, tech news on YouTube and stuff like that too. So.
Yeah, if you choose tech stocks.
Yeah. I mean, your best bet is always going to be stuff that will always be in demand. So that's why I do weddings, because people will never stop getting married. That. Is that a fire? You want this sentinel?
No.
I think I'm gonna drop it. Oh, yeah.
A week without my laptop, what have I got? 7 days of Fortnite, my brain's on a trot. I swear from the screen time to reboot. Time to reconnect from a real groove. Power down distractions, mental clean.
I would, but I'm not booked.
Navigating life like it's a fresh routine. Chasing dreams instead of battles fought.
Somebody just asked me if I'm doing a hotel at the a wedding at the hotel tomorrow.
No more pixels glow.
Nope, ain't me.
Time to see the sunrise burst the moon. Hoping for that reset that
That's something that opened my eyes, or I opened my eyes to yesterday. Like, I haven't really been paying enough attention, and there are a couple DJs that were just only doing bar shows that are now doing weddings. So I gotta keep an eye on them. Make sure they're not undercutting everybody.
Yeah, that's why I had to broaden my fucking area around here, because I have a fucking Hispanic illegal guy that came into town and brought half of his family that will paint a house for a fucking case of Modelo.
Modelo's good though, but I don't know if I'd paint a house for her.
Right. Motherfucker will paint an entire house for $600. And it looks like shit and gives me a bad name.
Well, as long as he's not using your name, it should be okay.
No, he ain't using my name, but it gives painters a bad name when you let fucking shit people do work like that.
Well, I mean, it's also job security for you if you go in there and fix his fuck-ups.
I've already had to a couple different places.
one of the things I asked the guy last night to distract him,
Good morning,
because right off the... Are you inserting your microphone correctly?
No, it was rubbing against my shoulder whenever I was talking.
Yeah, whatever your foreplay is, I don't need to know. But anyway, Jesus. So to distract him,
Luke, what are you doing? You ain't said shit this whole fucking morning.
He's just soaking it up.
Oh shit, these are real people.
I don't even know where I haven't seen nobody down here. Where are they at? Oh, he's not even in the... Eric, when we're in a town and you leave the town without saying anything, you're gonna get killed.
I'm straight. I'm trying to figure out where Luke's mic is.
Debatable.
Okay.
You might be okay, but you ain't straight.
Hear a bit of clicking noise. I ain't heard it this bad at all on my mic. I don't know what's going on. Almost annoying though.
Yeah. Anyway, so as soon as I started chatting with him last night, I could tell that he was suicidal, and he said so after a couple messages. And then I asked him, like, if none of this had happened, what would you want to be doing? And he really doesn't know, because his whole identity has been about just maintaining a job to support his kids and family, and he never really took any time to think about what he wanted to do. I know exactly what that feels like.
Yeah. But
Oh, I distracted him by asking him questions like that, and then we got to talking about motorcycles and everything. And as soon as what you gotta do, you de-escalate, you distract, de-escalate, distract, and then redirect. So once I had him de-escalated, I find common ground, something we both enjoy, which is motorcycles. And, you know, 45 minutes later, he told me that he was going to go ahead and go to sleep and talk to me tomorrow. So, he also said that he might be in Mount Vernon, because he moved away to get away from people, but knowing him, he's probably going to come back to Mount Vernon. And, you know, I told him my door's always open, my phone's always on.
absolutely. Turtle.
I need a blue Sprite.
What is that?
What is it? A turtle.
I know. What's that thing stuck in the middle of his head, though? Or the middle of his shell?
I don't know, I haven't been over to it yet, it's new. Hello. Raiju? Legendary Oni shotgun? A little island over here.
Oh, his head came out, bro. Is he gonna... He's eating. What's he doing?
Break all those red things on his shell if you see them. Yeah, find all of those and break them. We get them all?
Luke jumped down trying to shoot his head.
Dude, come down here and look at this ugly bastard.
Don't
I'm not
kill
even
him.
playing. Just look at him.
He's a good guy.
He's old as fuck, bro. Don't shoot our turtle.
We got people here. And the zone.
Shoot my fucking turtle. Fucking prick. This is Franklin. He got a little old. Thanks.
Shoot your turtle.
Franklin got a little old.
There's Betty's up on the bridge. You need them.
I already threw one.
Is that the islands, or did somebody just reboot?
Islands. We definitely have people over here, though.
Cool.
I'm gonna try to hold them.
I was thinking, I want to try doing that wind
Got people right
sprite
here
trick.
too.
Mark
Oh,
one
bro,
more
I
time.
got hit.
Mark one more
Right here.
time. Oh, they're
I got
behind.
hit with. Blake, was it me and you, or who was I playing with last night? Me and Luke. Me and Luke. Remember
You
those
guys are
good
way
people?
ahead of me again, so.
I'm on a mountain holding zone. I'm not moving. Remember those good people we fought last night in the zone that we kept chasing and shit, Luke, and waited for him to come get his buddy's card? He hit me with one of them fucking sprites. One of the wind sprites, bro. That fucks you up.
Yeah, it does. That's
Oh
what I
my
want to do.
God.
I
Took me down to like 48 health and like 14 shield.
I want to do it where you pop them up in the air and then shoot them in midair.
Yeah, I got fucked up by one. This
So
dude
directly
was
behind
solid.
you guys, so southeast, there's a fight going on up on the islands.
There should be a fight of people coming out of here. I seen a whole bunch of gunshots. Yeah, there's the reboot. Yeah, there's the guy landing. So they're going to be coming this way.
Bring them on.
So they will be. They'll be coming right here.
I'm gonna go ahead and use up. I got 400 on the green hollow, so I'm gonna use that first. Unless I find a better hollow.
He's over here. They're shooting balls right here. Crack. One shot over there. Where's the other one?
I don't think he made it.
No, he's over here.
I don't see him.
You either will or you won't. Depends on if he makes it out.
Nope, he's
There
right
he
here.
is.
Behind the rock.
Keep looking.
He's going
around,
back. He's going back to the fucking
Reboot.
reboot van.
No, he's not. He's right here. He gonna die in the zone. He ain't got enough health.
But you can't, because
Oh,
we
he's
gotta
over
go
here.
now.
He's over here.
Falling back.
I'm going. I'm dipping.
Fall back, Eric.
I'm straight for a second. I'm gonna...
Cap his ass. We got a long way to go, Eric. You better have Betty's.
Here's a car. Good, Eric? Alright.
Yeah.
Where is my stamina?
No.
Here you
He
go,
took
bud.
off.
Come in.
He took off and hid, bro. He had to have died though. There ain't no way he makes it out of that.
Yep.
I was going.
zero shot. He makes it out of there. Luke, I thought we won our last game last night, or did we? No, we got dicked on. Oops.
Jesus.
Today's the day of lowballing people on eBay.
Oh yeah.
Somebody wanted $40-something for a card. I offered him 8.
Jesus.
Another guy
Overhead.
wanted 26. I offered him
Overhead.
4.
Dropping in on us southeast.
26, 25.
Whited.
Come on, bitch. Oh, he's already done.
He's got a sword.
Round
Anyone
bonus.
wants it.
He was rebooted too. You want the sword or you want me to take it?
Alright, go ahead. I already got one.
What's up, bud? Yeah, give me about 2 minutes to finish this game and I'll get you some.
11 left. We got this. I got a sword too, so we got to fuck him up.
Luke was
I said-
kicking ass with a sword last night.
Yeah, it's brutal.
And Luke got cheated on the fucking sword. Guy came up and fucking swung and fucking knocked us both off, and we both took fall damage and got fucked up.
I forget what I was gonna say now. God, Eric. Your microphone is too sensitive.
My ass is too sensitive.
Alright. Oh shit, he's got buddies. Yep. I was all alone.
You was all alone. What are you doing over there?
When I'm running from the storm, I'm running straight, so. But anyway,
The circle.
you guys got this. They're crap. They're absolute crap.
There they are on top of the mountain. I hit one for 100. Here he comes. My side. Knocked him.
Yeah, buddy. Hey.
Game over.
Anybody want a cat in heat?
No, thank you. Mine just came out of it.
It's annoying, dude.
Yep.
Amanda was supposed to get this cat fixed like months ago.
The boy or girl?
Girl.
I say at least you ain't got to deal with the spray and shit.
I won't have one, and I won't have a male in the house. We dealt with that shit at Callie's house, and I said never again.
Yep. That shit's nasty.
I don't like. You remember watching Flintstones?
Oh yeah.
Okay, what do they do with the cat?
Yeah. I mean, it's.
Like in the intro
I remember
scene.
watching it, but you got me off.
Look, at night, he brings in a dog and puts out the cat. Right? The cats are supposed to be outside. Right? The whole point of letting a cat in during the day is so it can sleep, because most cats are biologically nocturnal. So you let the cat in during the day so it can sleep. You can put the cat out at night so it doesn't fucking keep you awake and piss all over your house. Also, the difference between cats and dogs is we domesticated dogs intentionally. Cats domesticated themselves. So cats took on, like, the reason a cat meows, it's mimicking the sound of a crying baby. So basically the cats learned over time that if it mimicked the sound of a human baby, we wouldn't kill it. But if it tried to steal our food from us, we would kill it, right?
Well, why'd the dog bark?
We domesticated the dogs to help us hunt, because dogs are pack animals, right? So we domesticated the dogs intentionally to help us hunt.
I'd like to
Because,
domesticate
Well,
a
I
herd of
thought-
strippers.
I mean, I tried. I really did. But they weren't paying me enough.
Lead-
Bro, Luke, you don't probably never went in there, but back in the prime of Club 57, before it became Foxy Ladies, I was the DJ up there, and basically a one-man army. And I brought Nick
That's all they
Hercules.
ever are.
I brought Nick Hercules up there to be my security. And
He did my
honestly,
community service for me.
that place would still be open if the owner would have took my advice and just not made it. It should have just been a bring your own nightclub.
I'll
instead of
tell
a
you
strip
what.
club.
I'll tell you the downfall of that club as a person who went there and all that. Their downfall was
The chicks.
their atmosphere and
Yeah.
their nasty ass girls.
Yep. And the only fucking dime piece they ever had working in there, they fired her for snorting a fucking line of Adderall off the table. I'm like,
Oh, hell.
you can't get rid of your best talent.
Yeah, let's
It's not
get
like
rid
she
of
was
the
doing
bad-
cocaine. But she was she was like perfect 10, and they got rid of
So
her.
do you still remember some of the chicks up there?
I do, but I can't give any actual names.
Do you remember a little short one with like short curly hair?
Which one? We had two.
I don't know. I wouldn't know.
I think the one you're thinking of is the one I'm talking about. And her name was Poison.
No, god damn it, Blake.
What?
I went there one time.
I was trying to take minis first.
Oh, well, my bad. I don't know what you're doing.
I went there one time and I wasn't even 18. I got snuck in.
So, the short version of everything that happened there is, they called me and asked me if I wanted to come check the place out and maybe consider DJing for them, and I said, yeah. I bring my own music, my own computer and everything, and I'll help you, I'll help you get set up, but you're going to have to buy your own equipment, and I'll install it all. So it was a whole package deal. So I used Melody Shop. We used Melody Shop to help us get all the equipment purchased and set up. But long before that, I was just using my DJ equipment there, set up in the corner, and they had one stage and like metal frame chairs with shitty cushions, and it was basically a warehouse with a stage in it.
Yeah.
But that's when
they
it
were
was
only
fun.
open for like what, 6 months?
No, it was open longer than that. I DJ'd there for 6 months. But anyway, so it took me a couple weeks, but I built the place up, and it was a party atmosphere. It wasn't like any strip club you've ever been to. There were no private rooms. You could get, girls would dance on your lap, like off in the corner somewhere, but it wasn't like what we normally think of as a strip club. It was a party atmosphere.
'Cause that's all they had.
Yeah. But it was fun, right? And they could not get a liquor license because Dix is a dry township. So he did a bring your own, $15 at the door, but you could bring in your own alcohol. So what ended up happening is they kept serving him with cease and desist letters, which he promptly threw in the trash. And I had it built up to where it was like a party every weekend in there. We had girls coming in off the streets and getting drunk with their friends, and then let me take a copy of their ID. And as long as they were 21, they could get up on stage. They pay the house $20, and they work it out like, basically get permission from our dancers to get on stage, and then they could go do 1 or 2 songs in between our dancers. That's what made the place popular, right? Where girls could go there and let loose with their friends and act out their little role play thing, in between dancers and make a little side cash, because we let them keep, you know, whatever cash was thrown on stage. The problem was, the owner wanted it to be like a full-scale Larry Flint's, and that was never gonna fucking happen in South Central Illinois. Especially not in Dix, a religious township. So I told him, you need to just
Club
like
Coyote
face...
is pretty poppin'.
Yeah, Club Coyote is because it's right outside of college. A university. So that's the only reason the strip clubs survive down there. Because they're right outside a university. That's like a rite of passage for male students and, you know, Thursdays professors.
I know every one of them up there too.
Yep. I used to go into JB's and places like that.
Fuck JB's.
Yeah, for real. But here's this is what started the downfall. He continuously got the cease and desist letters. People were saying it cost too much to get in. And it did. $15 was too much.
I was gonna say $15 or $20 was what it was the last time I went, and that is the absolute most expensive strip club I've ever been to.
Right,
And the reason he thought he could charge that much is because you could bring in your own alcohol. So in his mind, you're saving money by bringing your own alcohol. But then again, if you didn't have ice in your cooler when you got to us, or we didn't allow glass bottles in, so everything you had to be in a can or plastic bottle. So if you didn't have your cooler full of ice, you could buy one from us. And I told him, like, number one, you got to include that in the entry. Like, you get a bag of ice when you pay to get in, like $1.25 at the time for a bag of ice.
Yeah.
I say you should just give them the bag of ice for their cooler if they need it. It's like, you know, no extra charge, because you're charging $15 at the door anyway. All we provide is mixers and sodas and snacks. So, like, we have all that stuff on sale.
That's why they're no longer there.
They're no longer there because this fucking asshat decided to rename the place in Club 57. So basically, to spite me, when I told him that he just needed to make it a nightclub and not a strip club, to spite me, he changed the name and then painted the building pink and purple and then put in a sex toy shop in the entryway. And that's why people quit going. Because we had Twista and his crew rented the place out to do a fucking video shoot where, like, he had strippers eating strippers. Right? And we had two of our girls on his tour bus for like 2 hours, and they came back and basically, you know, like, I made $125 that night. So I was like, look, all right, this shit ain't gonna fly anymore. You guys are making money hand over fist, and I'm not. I never made more than $125 in a night at that place. And I was working 12 to 13 hours sometimes. And I wasn't just DJing either. I was managing the girls. So, like, I had to keep them on track as far as schedule. I had to keep track of where they were. I had to make sure they weren't getting fucked up. I had to be the floor manager, because the actual floor manager was a disabled guy that just hung out in the office. So $125 for 12 hours ain't worth it.
Why don't you go do, they're always hiring down there at Club Coyote looking
They
for a
ask
DJ
me,
again.
every 3 months or so, they ask me to come DJ down there, or somebody, usually one of the dancers will message me and like, hey, why don't you come down here and DJ? And up to now, I've said no, because Amanda said no, she didn't want me DJing a strip club again.
Right.
So I'm not opposed to it, but I also understand that I rely on doing shows for schools, and I don't want anything to interfere with that. If the high schools, if the word gets out that I'm DJing a strip club again, I'll never get those high schools back.
Yeah, and unless that strip club is very set in stone where it ain't going nowhere, and you have equally as much money that you will make throughout the year.
It's not about the money. The high schools are the cornerstone of my business model. I DJ the high school. I learn what that generation, that graduating class, whatever you want to call it, I learn what that generation is listening to and what they will continue to listen to for the rest of their lives by doing those dances. because it's pretty much like it's an 80% certainty that whatever music is on the charts when you are in your second half of high school, or even all throughout high school, whatever's charting when you're in high school, that's probably the music you're going to listen to for the rest of your life at any social function, right? Because like for me as a late bloomer, it's the years between 18 and 24. That's the music I continue to listen to, but I was a late
Excuse
bloomer.
me.
But I have to do those school shows to know what those people are going to listen to. So like years later, when they turn 21, and I got to turn up at the party or whatever for their 21st birthday, I already know what they're going to ask for. I have pretty good sense of what they're going to ask for before I even start. And then when I do their wedding, I'm going to remember, okay, this person graduated in 2012, so this is what they're going to listen to. So I have to be able to do those shows to continue my business model. That's why my school dances are only $300.
All right.
You know, if I was doing school dances for fair market price, it'd probably be $600. But I want the small schools to have a chance too. Oh, I didn't tell you. She told me I could post her name on the website, on the calendar, so I guess it's okay. But Jenny Smith is getting married in April, and I'm doing her wedding.
I know. I tagged you in it, bro.
Yeah. It took her
You're
all of 20
welcome.
minutes to. Yes, thank you, dude. I shit you not, man. As soon as she sent me the message and I responded, 20 minutes later she sent me the deposit.
I told you, bro. You're
Dude,
welcome, my guy.
No, but you got to understand the backstory. Her older sister Ashley and I were like way back, like fresh out of diapers. Her and I were side by side all the time, fresh out of diapers, because our parents lived across the street from each other.
Right.
Yeah, and they're kind of the first ones that showed me how to play video games without help from an adult. So, like, they had games like Snake, Rattle, and Roll and stuff that I didn't have. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad. I kind of had a feeling she'd go with you. Yeah.
You know what really made me happy is that as far as who had the most likes and hearts in the comments, it was a tie between me and Chris Abel from St. Louis, and he's one of those. Like, he's the biggest name wedding DJ in St. Louis. But he charges too much. He charges too much for Southern Illinois. Like, he told me, because I signed up to work on his list of DJs, he told me that his DJs make anywhere from $750 to $1,500 a wedding. And if he does one in himself, then he won't touch it for less than $1,800.
Guys up there, you will.
And his setups are basic as fuck too. Like, they sound good, but it's just 2 speakers, a DJ facade, and a screen, and a couple lighting.
Need help?
I'm frying them, bro.
They scared.
I'm dead.
Come back over here, I got splashes. I'm going after him.
I went all the way up to the top of the hill.
Oh, what a bitch.
Yep,
No,
they're
there's
over
one
here.
over here too. Alright. I'm going up the middle.
He's fried, guys, fried. One shot, good shit.
Oh, they're fucking throwing grenades or something at me.
They are.
Oh, you are trash. Oh, it's a fucking bot.
That's a bot.
No mo. Oof,
He's
he's
down
hitting
there.
me. What are they hitting me with? I can't even tell what they're throwing at me, but it hurt. Good down there? I'm up on the hill now. Oh, that's the blizzard grenade. Okay. You want their car?
I'm good.
There's 3 gifts up here.
Yeah, you
I
can
think
buy
they
the
already
gifts
opened
at Mariah Carey.
Okay. Ah, it's about
You go-
time I come up here. This is the first time I'm seeing this in person.
She's a bum. She gave us a bunch of the same shit last night.
Santa suit Mariah. I miss the old Mariah. Would, you know, before she started pretending to be white. Oh yeah. Alright, where are we going?
To the victory circle. Somebody got revived over there by Luke.
Yeah, I heard it. It's okay though. That just means we get to kill him twice. Do you want this purple twin fire?
They're coming in a mask. In a mask in the building. In the building.
Get out of there, Luke.
Mark again. Mark again.
Fuck that. I'm dead.
I can't hit that guy, dude. I can't
Knocked
hit
me.
him.
How do they knock you off the fucking cliff, bro? That's so bullshit, dude. That shit pisses me off more than anything, you fucking bitch. Fuck you!
I got you. Hold on.
Second time I've died like that.
Oh shit. Eric's already down there. Alright.
How the fuck?
Thanks, Eric. Sent me about
Sorry.
40 feet in the wrong direction.
Like the sword's powerful enough, you shouldn't fucking be able to just slide someone up off the fucking mountain. It's ridiculous.
They got what they got. Hurry. All right. I'll go down to the right of the big building, and I'll hit the van.
God damn it.
You just mark if you see anybody, okay?
I mean, I'm floating down here right now to look.
Well, I thought you were gonna stay up on the hill and mark people from there, so I didn't get snuck up on. Alright. Get that car, get the car. Keep them off of me.
That's him, that's the guy, that's the guy.
Alright, I'm rebooting you. Halfway there. To my right. Northwest. Alright. Grabbing a motorcycle. There's a car down there if you need it. Where'd he go? Fuck, he popped up in the air, Eric. He's up in the tree, fucking shooting at me. No, I'm not. And my fucking menu opened, god damn it. They got me. The whole team here. There's a whole team where my card is. Yeah. 2 teams. Or a team and a half.
100.
See, throw one of your Bettys right into the middle of the temple thing. They're probably right above you in the tree. Yeah.
No, they're right above in the on the.
I'm gonna get Blake. There we go. Fuck me up even more. Imagine that. Jesus fucking Christ. Trying to get Blake. Fuck it. Save this till you get down here.
Pick the world up and I'm gonna drop it on your fucking head.
This guy's one shot. There ain't no fucking way.
No way I get this off.
He got fucking blistered while he was rebooting me.
From the with the fire mask from up top? No way, dude. No goddamn way.
Stay in the bush.
I've got splashes there. They're up above us though on the thing. Here it comes.
God damn.
I ain't gonna have time to do it this time.
It's ticking for 6.
Just jumped off into the fucking water, bro. God,
Me and
this
he,
game-
I did the
this
same
game
thing.
is- the game is
Look, I'm
so
right there
shit.
behind you.
The game is so shit, dude. This game is so shit. Like, why?
It really is. It really is.
Like-
the terrain, how shit's set up.
The
fucking
terrain is
stupid.
absolutely retarded right now. Like, there is zero shot that I should be running while the zone's moving and have no way of getting across. Like, you have a fucking whole Grand Canyon in between me and where I need to go to the zone.
I swear, dude.
Like, no zip line, no nothing. It is just
Like,
such
I died
dog
last
shit.
night at one of them towns because I jumped off and fell to my death. So Justin tried to jump off and land in the water.
Yeah,
And then next thing I know, it shows 46th place. He missed the water.
it's just horrible, horrible. Like, that's one thing that should be on the game, is you should be able to redeploy your parachute.
I agree.
Be back and get coffee.
Ooh.
Wait, you forgot to draw. You gotta draw too. And then you jumped up to the
Yep,
All
I think
want
I
to
found
know
it. Go ahead.
is how does 54 white, 25 white, 25 white, 25 white, 25 white, 25 white, 25 white not equal 100?
Say what now?
Like I said I want to know how 54 white plus 25 white plus 25 white plus 25 white plus 25 white doesn't equal 100.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Whenever I was shooting that group of 3 that was moving that got you, I literally hit them, but all 3 of them for well over 100 white, and none of them would go down.
I don't know what you mean by white.
You got the blue shield and then the white health portion.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe they were splashing themselves or something, or maybe they have a boon card that gives him regenerating.
Something, because I know them motherfuckers were torched.
Yeah, you guys got to start picking up those boons.
I do.
I'm going over to the yeah, fuck it. I'll land right on the hill.
Well, I know blue chests in this damn game anymore. It's so damn hard to find.
Not for me. I found one every match that we've played for the last week.
And I have found about one out of every 5 matches.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
We got 2 guys here.
I spend a lot more time searching for them than you do, though. That's usually about the time you tell me that you're knocked. Trim the bush. Footsteps coming up from northeast.
Yeah, there's 2 people in this building.
Yeah, I'm coming. Come on now. Fuck around and find out there, buddy. Yeah, I mean.
There's a full squad.
Oh, I'm knocked. I got one of them knocked.
I know.
The other one is hiding right here in between the aisles. They're trash.
No, they were actually decent. That last marshmallow guy was.
Luke's about to get tanked out there by himself. Put the lime in the coconut.
Mix it all up.
Is that you? I hear a car. What's going on?
That's Luke.
Oh.
I don't want to go to work.
Yeah. Maya's with Amanda and her boyfriend, and they went to eat with his mom at Cracker Barrel, and now they're at Walmart. I ain't got shit to do. Other than when I get off here, I'm getting on a damn treadmill. I know that much.
That person's like 2 shot right here behind this rock. If y'all want to finish him.
I am
Have you ever
occupied.
told him?
Have I what?
Did
Yeah,
you
I
tell
know.
him?
I know, but I told him I don't want,
Uh-uh.
like, I want to wait for Amanda to tell me
You don't
who he
wanna know.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh?
I told him
I'm
it was
waiting
sorta,
for Amanda
but he
to be
don't want a
comfortable
name.
telling me when it's Amanda's option to tell me whenever she's ready who he is. But I told her that my kids aren't staying the night or anything at his place until I know who he is and I meet him in person.
Well, I mean, can I just tell
No.
you my like thing on it?
I know who he is and I know his relation to you, but
Oh, okay.
I don't know a
I
last
told him that.
name.
I gave
don't
him no
know.
name.
I haven't.
Right on,
I don't.
right on.
I've never seen the guy or anything like that. So I'm waiting for her to be comfortable telling me.
Right on. I'm just.
Well, I'm going to say one thing and one thing only, Blake. I didn't know anybody could get more weird than you, but I'm probably pretty sure this guy has you beat.
I already know, like, because I already picked this out in my head because he's a relationship predator. He preys on vulnerable women by sharing his sob story with them about his ex to get them sympathetic, and then he made her jealous by asking her advice on how to talk to other girls, and then continuously commented on her clothes and looks and figure at work and text her 24/7, you know, basically capitalizing on the fact that she's at work 16 hours a day and can't talk to me. You know what I'm saying? So he knowingly pursued a woman who had a man in her life because she was in a vulnerable state, not feeling like she could talk to me. So he's 100% a predator.
Has he been with anybody, Luke, that you know of since Brittany? So would Brittany be the ex that he's referring to?
Yes.
No.
Because he told Amanda.
No.
He told Amanda that he divorced the mother of his children because she was an abusive drug addict.
Yeah, well, she's absolutely wrong because Brittany's never touched anything in her life, so
Okay.
something's wrong there. And
Yeah,
he's also got an extra ex-wife too.
Okay, so
that
that's
he
the
has
one
two
that was
other
drugging.
kids with. So
Yeah, so that's the abusive one he's talking about.
no, he's
one he
talking
was-
about just this random ass girlfriend that he just dated a few months back, is what it
Uh-oh.
is.
Well, it's been more than a few months because he was
Maybe a
he
year.
was after
Yeah,
the
maybe a
breakup.
year.
Yeah, he was after the breakup when he started talking to Amanda.
Him and Brittany was married when I took Brittany. When me and Brittany got together.
Okay.
When you took Brittany.
Yeah. He just clubbed her over the head and dragged her into the cave.
Yeah, well, I mean, you guys want to know what's funny is him and her worked at Walgreens. I started working at Walgreens.
That's what he
Second
does.
night, she came home with me.
That's what he does, man. He finds vulnerable women wherever he's working and pursues them.
Well,
Like,
I
and
mean,
I'm
like I
not
said,
saying
I'm
him
kind of in
personally.
his shoes because I'm not saying I just took his old lady, but I mean, I did at the time, I guess you'd say, but I wasn't like that. You know what I mean?
Just
So I'm
She
saying
just
this is
wasn't
what he does.
yeah.
He clings on to somebody he works with. So if he gets moved to a different job, I guarantee it that it's not gonna last. So my main thing is make sure my kids are safe if they're gonna be around him, and make sure Amanda is safe. Okay. So whatever she decides to do is her decision. But
Well, I know
at
he's
the
never
heart of
brought
it,
anyone to a fucking Christmas program with him in the last 7 years, and he did this year, so
yeah,
that's all I know.
yeah. So
Oh, there's
I mean,
some real people for sure right here, guys.
if he
Look at all the
genuinely
loot
cares
right there.
about Amanda, then he's gotta prove that to her. But I can tell you right now, he's never gonna fully trust Amanda because she went behind my back to talk to him, so he'll never fully trust her, and she'll never fully
He's
trust.
not one of them people.
What do you mean?
He's one that can't ever fucking hardly find a girl, so not saying she was easy to get or by any means, but
That's the thing.
she was
his shoulder to cry on first, and then
right,
he was
it
hers.
Was the work that helped. Right.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
So that's what I'm
all.
saying. He took advantage of a situation where they were both vulnerable, and
Right.
sometimes, I'm not saying that I haven't done this because I have, but he is an anxious attacher just like me.
People,
And
footsteps
He
coming up.
He doesn't know
108.
the difference between
Knock.
somebody being friendly and showing compassion and somebody having affection for him.
Right, exactly. Yeah, he's a little.
He's
not very smart.
maladapted.
One more down here.
Oh my god, bro. Right here. Low. He's got the invisible bullshit.
Knocked.
God damn it! I couldn't get the fuck out of there. I hate that
Okay.
shit more than
The
anything.
delay on the bouncing Betty is
I won't pick them up again because of that.
the delay.
If you're in a
is so
fight, you're
silly.
fucked. You ain't running away with bouncing Betty's nothing. Hell no, you're not.
All right,
And they
well,
wasn't
that's a
good
spin.
either. They was not good either. Golly.
I'll make you guys
Shot me in the
spinning
back
wheel.
while I'm fucking looting.
Yep. Yep.
All right,
Mm.
pin. The
I do that
pin.
way sometimes.
It's a little early, but here we go.
Bro, Luke, tell me why I put 5 first TD scores on last night's game,
And neither hit.
and I got refunded on all of them, bro. I said I'm gonna take that as a win.
Why'd you get refunded? Oh, there was no touchdowns.
There was no touchdown.
Damn. I seen the score was 6-3, so that makes sense.
Bro, tell me, you cannot tell me. We pay these motherfuckers millions of dollars to entertain and be at NFL teams and shit. And they're in the NFL, the highest level of football, and you can only string together 6 points and 3 points. Like, that is crazy.
That's hella
Yep.
defense.
There's goddamn high
No,
school and
these
college
teams-
football
no,
games.
Defense
These
wins.
teams have the worst defense in the NFL.
It's relative to the abilities of the offense. So if your
No,
offense
literally,
is
dude.
terrible, if your offense is terrible and your defense is the same level of terrible, it's going to be hard to score. If you have
That's
an
the
amazing,
thing. Neither one of them have terrible offense. They both have terrible defense. The Bears have, Swift and Moore and Caleb Williams,
so
who's,
from a,
a
this
rookie
is from an
quarterback, which is
outside
good.
point of view of somebody that doesn't follow football anymore. Okay, I know how football works. I know how the strategies work. I know how they make their plays, but I don't watch football anymore because it's an entertainment industry now instead of a sport.
Right,
anyway.
yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
there
It's
you go.
crazy.
This is-
That's how you
this
know
is
that it's Vegas.
This is the fucking baseline statement that is all competitive professional sports, right? Defense wins games, but it doesn't make any money.
Right, but these
Okay.
defenses are literally like the worst in the league. So if they had good defenses, I could absolutely understand that. But it was just a shit
So
game.
you have
bro.
to. Okay, so what you're saying is counterintuitive.
You gotta have offense.
So-
yeah.
If their offense was good, but their defense sucked, it would have been a high-scoring game.
Their offense is ranked higher than their defense, is what I'm saying. It was just an absolute shit game. It was
So-
definitely a Vegas delight, is what it was yesterday.
So it's basically like an exhibition match. So they
That's
played
about
it like an
basically what it
exhibition
looked
match. Yeah.
That's about what it, yeah, like fucking preseason.
I mean, I
Like I
agree
said,
with you. They get paid too much.
60,
were-
$60 million,
Way too fucking much.
60 minutes, and these two, NFL teams can't even get one touchdown between both teams. That's crazy.
I'm not saying they shouldn't be millionaires, but they shouldn't be getting paid that much.
Hell no.
I
That
think they should
that
be.
money should be going somewhere else instead of fucking sports. Our world would be a lot better if all them fucking athletes wouldn't be that rich.
Well, that's the thing. Like in a free market economy, that's just going to be the way it is. So, can you imagine
That's what
Can
you were
you
poking your
imagine
head
if-
at me for.
if all of these players made like a performance-based amount in the six figures instead of millions, right?
Yeah.
And then they took all that other money that they're spending on the NFL as an organization and put that into fucking sports programs in schools.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
That's what they should be
Or
doing.
homeless shelters or veterans programs or anything.
I'm just saying, keep the money on the table it came from, right? If you want people to continue to enjoy the sport you're performing for people, you have to make sure the kids understand that sport growing up. And if you don't help fund the fucking sports program in the schools, those kids are not going to give a flying fuck about what you're playing on TV.
Absolutely.
Right? It's like, why is music so shit nowadays? I don't know, maybe because you took music class out of fucking school curriculum. These kids don't understand, like, the basics of music.
Where did they take music out of? Asher still has music class.
So rural communities usually still have it, but in city schools, that was one of the things Republicans cut out of the funding. Like, the last music class I had as far as elementary school was 3rd grade, and then they cut them. They were all electives after that you had to sign up for, and like you basically.
Shit, I took music in sixth grade.
You're also younger.
That was 2006.
Yeah, I graduated high school in 2001. I'm saying, like, from the late 80s to early 2000s, the conservatives had fought tooth and nail to pull anything what they deemed unnecessary out of the school curriculum, and that included music programs. So I'm not saying they disappeared, I'm saying they were underfunded. And it wasn't part of the school curriculum, it was all extracurriculars. So the only music available around here, outside of, like, band.
Here's my thing. There's somebody over there by you, Luke. Here's my thing. We have got so disconnected over the last 100 years on what should be taught that it's crazy.
Okay, so the reading, writing, and arithmetic, right, was the original schools had to figure out a basic thing that all the kids could understand. And the reason for those schools was, number one, to allow both parents to go to work and to create factory workers. So that's why they taught us memorization. Right?
Yeah, that's what it still is.
They teach you how to sit still and memorize stuff, right? Well,
we got to get to a point where we...
It turns out that doesn't allow kids to develop properly mentally, right?
Exactly.
If you just teach them memorization, right? So what has started to happen now is they're going back to teaching kids critical thinking, teaching them how to make decisions and solve problems, which is what schools should be teaching everywhere, right?
I think reading and math is about reading with math. Writing is about the only thing like that should be taught. Like all this, and then you should start teaching. In my opinion, we shouldn't be teaching history of shit that happened, 1742, because nobody gives a fuck about that.
We have to teach that, or else we repeat the same mistakes. The fact that they pulled that stuff out of schools, we're repeating the same mistakes.
No,
but think about the type of people that are repeating those mistakes. I can guarantee you what a lot of them have in common is they either cheated their way through those classes or skipped them altogether.
People.
Right? The same people saying that history, history has nothing to do with the present are the ones that fucking slept through class and then cheated off somebody else's paper. Yeah, I can't keep up with you guys, like... I'm not.
Where's he at, Luke?
On the roof,
But to teach kids how to think critically, you have to expose them to, like, a variety of life experiences. which means teaching them history, teaching them geography, teaching them about other countries and cultures. If you don't teach them all that, they don't have enough information in their brain to learn how to think critically. Like, variety is what teaches you critical thinking. Because if you're... Think about it this way.
In there.
If you...
He's one shot.
He's hurt. Dead.
I think we need to get away from all that stuff and start teaching basic life skills. Cooking, cleaning.
Yeah, but that's
taxes.
what I'm saying. All that stuff was in the school curriculum when I was in high school, and then 2 years after I graduated high school, they took financial literacy out of our high school curriculum.
Yeah, I think.
You want to guess on who took that out? I can give you his name. George W.
I
Bush.
wasn't. Yeah, George Bush is one of the worst fucking presidents this nation has ever had. 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
And it was him and his cronies that pulled financial literacy out of the school curriculum. So all those life skill stuff, like I took cooking and fucking home ec in high school because I dropped out of shop. So it was still there when I was in school. And then immediately taken out after I graduated. Like, the thing is, you have to give the children an opportunity to see as many different things as possible so that they learn to make choices. If you only give them one choice, they don't learn how to think critically. They can't. It's like if you have a cat that's never stepped outside, and then all of a sudden you open the door, that cat's going to be scared to go outside. You know?
I think the world would be better off if there was no school and more homeschooling.
We can't do that because the economy is
Yes, I
absolutely
agree.
dependent on
100%.
both parents working at slave wages.
I agree.
That's why the school system was made the way it is now, so that people learn how to memorize shit and be good factory workers.
Oh yeah. That's the way it's been for 100 years.
Yeah. The beginning of the precursor to modern education system was what we call reform schools. And I can't remember what they called them. Not mission, but basically what they do is they would pull all these kids that lived in Appalachia and wherever, and they would build all these little one-room schools to teach them to speak English and only English. Right? And they would beat you if you spoke your native language. So if you were Cherokee, whatever language you spoke, they would pull you into these schools, take you from your parents, put you in this school, and then force you to speak English.
Oh, we've got so much Cherokee in our blood, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Our grandpa is like 75% Cherokee.
My great-grandmother on my biological father's side was 100% Cherokee. So that was the start of the one-room schools, and then they realized, okay, this would be a good idea to put our white kids in it too. So they did, and when they put the white kids in school, that gave both parents the time they needed to take care of things around the house, and for the dad to go work the farms or wherever he worked, coal mines, all that. And then they realized, so why don't we have both parents working? After World War II, both parents were working, and everybody had surplus money, and they realized that if they didn't have a scheduled place for those kids to go, then the mom wouldn't work, right? So the rich people need the moms to go to work too, so they can capitalize on their profits. And that means making sure all the kids are in school. So that's when you saw the change from one-room schools, where all the ages were in one room, to schools like we have now with multiple grades. And then the larger the population gets, the more divided the schools become. So you might have like here, primary, then a middle school, then the high school, all separated. But I went to Bethel. When I went to Bethel, it was K through 8.
Yeah.
So I went
Here's
there
a sword.
second, third, fifth, and part of 6th grade. And that's, honestly, it'll continue going like that. And then what happens is the more they consolidate the schools, so you have the age ranges keep being separated. So you don't have the older sibling looking out for the younger sibling anymore. And then they keep closing schools. So like you have Cesar Valier had to combine into one school.
Then
And
you
what-
had Dodds and what else combined?
Spring Garden.
Yeah, Dodds and Spring Garden.
Yes. And what that is that is an intentional effort to keep those schools on a bare budget funding so they can't upgrade their curriculum.
Hopefully,
That's
with the
why-
federal
that's why I go to
education
city schools.
system being taken out, that changes.
That's absolutely the
Really?
opposite of what's going to happen, Eric. With the voucher system, those schools are going to suffer the most because nobody's going to put their vouchers into those schools. Those vouchers are going to end up in private schools. And private schools can turn your kid away. You have to apply to get your kid into a private school. And if they don't want your kid there, your kid's not getting in. Like, it's not a qualification thing. It's literally, they're going to interview the parents, and if they don't like you, they're not going to accept your kid. Right? Then everybody suffers.
I mean, I'm optimistic that it won't go that way, but
You can be optimistic all you want, but it's already happened. We've seen the evidence in areas with private schools. You could go to St. Mary's and hang around those kids for an hour and see the difference in their behavior. They're all fucking entitled pieces of shit.
Yep. That's why Summersville's gotten.
Yeah,
Summersville's always
Summersville's
been
almost...
that way. Summersville has always been that way.
It's so
Since I was in
fucking
grade
clicky,
school.
dude. Yeah.
Yeah, since I was in grade school, it's always been that way. Summersville's always been bad.
That's why we kept
Terrible.
Maya in Mount Vernon school instead of letting her go to Summersville. Because I didn't want her being around those fucking kids.
Yeah, fuck
Like, people
Summersville.
talk shit about Mount Vernon
100%.
schools all they want. About, it's dangerous and it's violent and this and that. You know what? The fucking Christian school, Mount Vernon Baptist Temple, is the only place I've ever had a knife put to my throat. So anybody that says Mount Vernon schools are dangerous can eat a whole dick. Because they're lying through their teeth.
I can tell you I survived the 2008 riot and gang wars and stuff up there. They are absolutely terrible. I'm not saying they're, you know,
It's
I'm
not even like
comparing,
that
but
anymore.
it's
That was the
definitely
height. Do
shit.
you know what caused all that?
Yeah, I do. A donut.
No, I'm talking, do you
Yes,
know
it was.
do you know where the gang I'm saying the root of it, not the fucking incident itself. The root
When I
of
say
it
the
was
incident,
Eric, when we built our new jail, you know what happened? To get our
Yeah,
jail
I know.
funded, they had to agree to take inmates from Chicago and East St. Louis.
Cook County. Yes. I know.
Overflow. Okay?
Yeah.
So what happens when they get released is they move in with their cousins and then teach
Down
their
here.
cousins a bunch of gang shit.
That's not what happened
Okay.
though.
That is absolutely what happened. As somebody who knows, because like my family's connected to the court system.
Bro,
So I know exactly how it happened.
I experienced the whole thing. That was not what went down inside the school.
I'm not talking about the specific incident inside the school. I'm talking about what led up to it that allowed that to happen. Is that all the influx of overflow inmates that ended up being released in Jefferson County and having to move in with their families, extended families, because they don't, like, if you get arrested and if you get jailed in Chicago and then they ship you down here because of overflow, they don't send you back to Chicago. You have to figure out your own way back home. So you get released here, and then you're stuck living with family and then teaching your younger cousins a bunch of gang shit that they didn't know.
Well, I get that, but the whole 2008 issue, there was actually gangs coming down from Chicago during
Yes, yes, because they would come down here to set up shop because one of them had already been jailed here and then released. If we had never taken the overflow from Cook County, that shit would have never started. That's also what part of what killed our nightlife in Mount Vernon. Because people were literally afraid of gang activity because all they saw was what they saw on the news, and honestly, that's what got the best fucking
Guys, fried down here.
bars and clubs in Mount Vernon shut down.
Okay, we got real people now. Let's get back to focusing. There's no way that just did that.
I need a health pack.
Yeah, I need Jesus at the moment.
Alright, where's he at?
Y'all need to get back this way. Them guys are decent over there. You need to rotate towards a circle or something.
Hey, I need some help over here.
I've been trying, bro.
I don't know what's with you today, Eric. You're running away from every encounter.
I didn't run away from shit, Bubby. I got
Okay,
fucked
well,
up
I just
and had to
got
go find
tanked
some
by
help
that crew you just ran from.
that I had to go get help from.
I mean, I found help right here where I was, so.
Yeah, you went one
Yeah, I'm
shot
just
at
saying
the
you're not playing as bluntly and you're not playing like you usually do.
I'm exactly playing like I usually do. No fuel, that's lovely. Y'all ain't chasing me, come on now.
They're gonna come at you
Alright.
so fast.
Pistols, headshots only.
Fucking pussies with fucking swords, bro.
A blue chest, look at that.
Motherfuckers don't wait for no one.
Hang on, Bubby. Hang on. Let me
3v2.
jump, dude.
To our left.
Scribe.
I got him. Hi, bitch. Ah, how is he not dead?
He's white. One shot.
Hey.
Alright. I'm gonna finish up, get to work.
Yep. I'll talk to you guys later.
I'll be on after a while.
Good shit. Good shit. All right. Here's my Fortnite outro song, folks. I'll see you later.
The bush camping cause you can't shoot. Boogie bombs and you drop loot. Headshot aim but you ain't good. Eat these shots like your mom would. Bush camping cause you can't shoot. Shoot. Boogie bombs and you drop loot. Loot. Headshot aim but you ain't good. Good. Eat these shots like your mom would. Mom would. Mom would. Bush camping cause you can't shoot, can't shoot. Boogie bombs and you drop loot, drop loot. Headshot aim but you ain't good, ain't good. Eat these shots like your mom would, mom would.